There was a righteous entrepreneur woman who was a smart, kind, persuasive businesswoman, a great listener, and humble with hospitality. I'm referring to Lydia, who is mentioned in Acts 16, and her encounter with Paul and his companions that changed her life. Lydia was from the city of Thyatira, which is now a modern Turkish city of Akhisar. I think that's how you pronounce that. The Bible states that she was a dealer in purple cloth. If she was a seller of purple cloth, that means she was shrewd in trade deals. As I go through this account in the Bible, I would like you all to leave your thoughts in the comment section. Why do you think the Bible points out this woman with an entrepreneurial spirit? As I was doing my research regarding the purple cloth, I discovered that purple dyes in those days were made from mollusks. These were snail-like creatures. According to lifescience.com, it would have taken 9,000 mollusks to make 1 gram of Tyrian purple. That's why purple was revered so expensive. Therefore, if Lydia was a dealer in purple cloth, she was wise in negotiations with manufacturers, for a lack of a better word. Very business-minded, wouldn't you say? The Bible states that not only was Lydia an entrepreneur, she was also a worshiper of God. Even though Lydia was highly intelligent, she was smart enough to listen to sound advice. This resonates humility to me. In the story, we see that Paul and his companions came to Philippi, a Roman colony and the leading city of the district of Macedonia. On a Sabbath day, Paul and his companions went to the river to pray. This is where they met Lydia. Lydia was so enthralled with their teaching of the Messiah, she and her household were baptized into Christ. This is not the first time a woman had persuaded family, or should I say townsmen, to know Jesus. Lydia's account somewhat coincides with the woman at the well. Somewhat. After Lydia's conversion, she persuaded Paul and his companions to stay with her in her household, and they obliged. "If you consider me a believer in the Lord," she said, "come stay at my house," and she persuaded us. During some time in Philippi, Paul and his companions were traveling and came upon a wicked woman who could tell fortunes for money. She would taunt them on a daily basis, stating, "These men are servants of the Most High God, who are telling you the way to be saved." Evidently, this was done on days in on out, until Paul had enough and rebuked the demon to come out of the woman. Since the woman was no longer able to tell fortunes, her handlers put Silas and Paul into prison. The Bible doesn't mention what happened to Luke, as he's the one telling the story, but I digress. The people of Philippi thought because Silas and Paul were Jews, this would be acceptable practice to put them in prison for disrupting their culture. Side note, there are 2 businesswomen in this story. One righteous, the other evil. One made money for the glory of God, the other for selfish gain. While the men were in jail, the jailer became a believer, and his family were also baptized into Christ. I didn't go too deep into this part of the story because this channel is focusing more on the women in the Bible, but please do read the full story of Acts 16 for yourself to see the wonderful works of God at hand. Later, Paul was informed by the jailer that he and Silas would be released from prison, but it would have been done in secret. But Paul said to the officers, "They beat us publicly without a trial, even though we are Roman citizens, and threw us into prison? And now do they want to get rid of us quietly? No, let them come themselves and escort us out." The officers reported this to the magistrates. And when they heard that Paul and Silas were Roman citizens, they were alarmed. They came to appease them and escorted them from the prison, requesting them to leave the city. After Paul and Silas came out of prison, they went to Lydia's house, where they met with the brothers and sisters and encouraged them. Then they left. We can see here that Lydia was very kind and had hospitality as well. There are two businesswomen in this story. One was righteous and the other evil. One made money for the glory of God, the other for selfish gain. With Lydia being a dealer in purple cloth means she was a shrewd businesswoman, but this did not stop her from loving God and becoming a follower of Christ. Why do you think it was significant for the Bible to point out the contrast of these two businesswomen? Please leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you for watching Biblical Women Have a Voice. Please like, subscribe, and share. And don't forget the notification bell. You all have a blessed day. Bye.